if you're going for the sweater shirt blob comfy cozy, fantastic. If you're going for a very cute fitted professional sweater, probably not. Probably better to stick to worsted Aran or lower, and then you go from there. I want to do a wrap and a fingering and a nice Angora lace weight held together. So if you're doing lace weight and fingering weight held together, then you can either knit a fingering weight pattern and just know that your gauge will be a little thicker, a little larger, or you can look for a sport weight. Technically, fingering and lace weight held together would be sport weight. But also remember, like, gauge. So I know I knit kind of tightly. So if I do that, if I knit a fingering weight with fingering and lace weight, I'll definitely need to go up a needle size so I can get the proper drape for it. If I'm knitting, but also as someone who knits tightly, like I could also do like, so when I search for patterns on Ravelry, I'll usually do a spread of the weight. So like if I'm looking for a fingering weight pattern, I'll also include light fingering, and sport weight, because you can use a fingering pattern for sport weight. Sport weight's right in the middle between fingering and DK. So like when I'm looking for DK pattern, I'll also include sport and DK in it. Because you also have to remember, like, sometimes there's a thing, like, I've had this where I get a yarn and they're like, fingering weight. And I'm like, this is definitely sport, push and DK. So it's not precise. They're more like guidelines, really. I'm in the UK and crochet in US terms, and I knit in continental, or is it English? Hold the wool in the right hand at the minute, but I'm learning the opposite and it's much faster, but it's getting it down, if you know what I mean. Yes. So generally, I think everyone's moving away from saying continental or English. So I believe generally the term for keeping the yarn in your left hand is picking, where you hold it and then you like pick the stitches. And then when you hold the yarn in your right hand and you keep picking it up and putting it down, like this, it's called throwing. So you can be a picker or a thrower, and then I'm in the middle, I'm a flicker. But yes, traditionally it was called continental in English. Continental was picking, and then English was throwing. Not very helpful terms, generally speaking, and also not great for Googling. Sturgis, hello, my dude. How are you? Happy weekend. I used to be a thrower, where I kept picking up the yarn and putting it down, and I switched to being a flicker, which is great on my hands and my gauge. But it took a really long time for me to get the muscle memory down. I think I knit a pair of socks, and like you can tell as the socks go from start to finish, that I get significantly better as it goes. Morning Rose Rising, hello. Thank you for the 3-month resub. Yeah, yay, I made it. Hello, hello. You did make it. And we're not even about to end or nothing. We are going to take a short break here soon, because I need to get more coffee and a snack. A snick. But yeah, we're testing out. For those of you who are just joining us, we have switched streaming schedules to hopefully help align with my work schedule a little bit better. And so far, no regrets. I'm also in the UK and use US terms. Sometimes I feel like they just make more sense. Because, like, I know the UK term for fingering weight is a 4-ply, but that doesn't really help if you do, like, a 4-ply DK weight. Although I think traditionally DK is, like, 6-ply. So, like, I get it, but also, like,